We're continuing with Sechus Bava Kama, Daf Yud Gimel. Haniach Avnei b'shus harab. Oh, we're doing this already. Haniach Avnei im sakonoi masoi b'shus harab. A person left a stone or a package in the middle of the street. Yiva achav niskla behem, and somebody came and he tripped on it. It's like chisoi b'yodai, but he had a jug in his hand. Bein shnitzkla be'evan, either he tripped on the stone v'nechbat b'karka, but his actual bang was on the floor, on the road. Bein shnechbat be'evan v'niskal b'karka, or he got banged by the stone and he got. So there's two. In a sense, but every time a person trips, there's two things. One is the initial trip, and then it was actually he lands on. So the Gemara says either he got this trip through the stone and he fell on the ground, or he got tripped through the ground and fell on the stone. By either case, chayav al niska adam, ipater al niska tzlei chisoi. He's only chayav on the person. So what happened here is that the person damaged himself. Let's say he got a bruise. Also, he broke his jug. So the Gemara says, either case, you only have to pay for the person, not for the kelim. You know, this is a big yisoid in Bahakama and Bavli that boyer is pater on kelim. Anything that has to do with pit is pater for kelim. However, if the jug was actually so both of these cases the jug did not touch the stone. It's the person that either the person banged himself on the stone, or the person banged himself on the floor. But if this jug actually touched the stone, came and counted the actual stone, then he's chayav. Very interesting. The Shalmi learns that somehow this idea that boris pater and kalim only means that if the jug did not touch the stone. Sag der Mishnah weiter. Nishber kadmish is herab. If a person's jug was broken in the street, talking about a person that got damaged. Either he slipped on the water, or he bruised himself through the sharp pieces of the pottery. Chayav. We've had already, for sure, Boris Chayav on a damage of a person. Only the guy did it with intention. He threw down his jug for intentionally breaking it. Ablaza Omer. So Ablaza is going to explain this mission. So Yehuda says an interesting halacha. If the guy did not do it intentionally, by mistake he dropped his jug, and the water spilled and it broke, the pottery broke. So then the guy is not responsible to pick it up. Somebody slipped on it. The owner of the jug is potter. That's what Yehuda is essentially saying. He says, but Muskavan only if he broke. So Yehuda says, no, this whole thing is only b'shas nefila. It means like this. If the guy did not break it intentionally, it fell down, and then because of that he broke his jug in the water. Then he's potter if right away somebody else tripped on it and hurt himself or broke something. Because we cannot blame him, he didn't have a chance to pick it up. But if it already have a chance to pick it up, he's chayav. No, says no. According to Rabbi Yehuda, even if you had a chance to pick it up, you do not need to pick it up. Why? Because it initially fell down without intention. So you say, okay, it's not my fault. I don't have to clean up my mess. That's what Rabbi Yehuda says. Even if after Nefila he had a light amount of time to clean it up, he did not clean it up, and somebody else came along and fell and broke his leg, or hurt himself, and then or he broke his we're talking here about a person damaging a person, so it's potter. That's what Rabbi Lazar said for Rabbi Yochanan. Rabbi Yochanan asked the question, Im b'shas nefila potter, and kal v'chomer ach nefila? He understood that it's in Yamafker Nazokov. Yamafker ach nefila is the biggest svara to be potter because the guy said openly, I don't care, I'm leaving it here. So it's even a bigger svara to say it's potter. He says, no. After it fell down, you cannot do that anymore. You cannot do such a thing. So that's why your mafkes considered you're making hefker your damages that you put. You can't do such a thing. You throw down stuff and then you say I raise a hefker. No, it's not going to work. Even if Yehuda agrees that it's not a solution. So if Yehuda says your potter means only at that same moment when it fell off with Leiba Kavana, Yehuda says you cannot blame me. You have to give me some time. But if you waited and you did not pick it up, if Yehuda agrees to Tanakh Kama Yichai. Ismas nitas yera, dan nitas yera. What says it's both. You can see both ways. But nitas yera, Rabbi Lazar. We can find the brisa that helps out Rabbi Lazar. Betone, we said like this: Moedem Rabbi Chomle Yehuda v'Manich Avin Sim Shusram Ba'ach Nitzku Behem Pote. He says the Chacham Moeda that if you put it in Shusram Ba'ach Nitzku Behem Pote, Shamanas Kain Hinchel Yeshua L'Yisrael Sa'aretz. You have a right to put something in Shusram. So we see from that, Reb Lazar is the one that says that la'ach nefila, everybody agrees, even if Yehuda agrees, it's chayiv. Why? Because we see here that the whole idea is because that's part of the permission to Eretz Yisrael to leave your objects on the streets. However, if it's not in that manner, for example, you're doing it in a careless way, then you're chayiv. There's no such thing that you're saying I'm mafker, let it stay here. No, there's no right to do such a thing. You can't just throw your stuff on the Shusar Rabbim. Even according to Yehuda. The Mishnah of Yehuda says you're potter. It's only talking the same moment, but just to let your stuff lay around, nobody would say that's permissible. Even if Yehuda would agree that there's no such heter. Yehuda never said this concept that you're allowed to leave stuff in the Shusar Rabbim. That's what Yochanan understood, right? That why not? You can be mafker. It means openly, even if you let it there, your stuff, no problem. Adate of Yochanan, miskaven l'charosim. Yochanan learns pshat. What means miskaven? He says miskaven chayev means miskaven l'charosim. If Yochanan holds miskaven means miskaven l'charosim. You do not want to be mafkir. But if you want to be mafkir, no problem. Yechon says you can be mafkir in the zakov. That's what Yechon holds. You can be mafkir in the zakov. Oh, I'm sorry. Adarabah. Meskaven chayav means the meskaven. Oh, 1 second. Yechon says that what bimshad fila in mechlekes he has, it's not a problem. Yeah, Yechon says you can be mafkir in the zakov. You can be mafkir in the zakov. If you're not mafkir, then you're in trouble. That's how he learns pshat meskaven. That you're not mafkir, that's an issue. That's the Rablaza meskaven lahazik. Rablaza learns no. Rablaza learns you cannot be mafkir. Meskaven lahazik means if you dropped it the kavana b'shas nefila, then we say that if you niskal didn't happen, you didn't drop it the kavana, then you potter. If you threw it down, then you chayv. But we're not talking here afterwards. Afterwards, for sure, you have to pick it up. That's not even the mission. Is not even discussing this point. Discussing b'shas nefila. How did you throw it down with kavana, or skavla charasim would mean according to this that Rabbi Yochanan holds even after the fila you can just leave it there hefker. You don't have to pick it up as long as you don't have attention to be zoich. But the blood says no such thing. So do halacha here. You cannot be mafker shoyer that does damages. Okay, let's do another mission. Let's start. Somebody slipped on it in the water. Somebody hides a thorn or glass pieces. He puts thorns. Same story. All these things are considered boyer. What's the story with the water? We're talking he slipped and then he got hurt through the karka. His body got hurt, got a bruise. But if he fell into the water and his garments became damaged, potter. Here's the story again with Kalim. That boyer was potter on Kalim. That's what we had already. This you saw it. So if it's his garments, no problem. Rav holds yes. So Rav holds boyer is chayv on Kalim. Before we had this idea about tiach, it's also chayv. So this is the machlekes hamiram. If in general a boyer, if we had here before, on this kitzleiches. And here we say that it's tocha is different, maybe, but a different type of damage. It's very interesting how this boyer of Kalim has a lot of details in it. If it's there chatocha, the Gemara said you are chayv. But here you say boyer's potter, and Rav says no, boyer's chayv Kalim. In Babli it says if it's not mafker, but here it says boyer's chayv Kalim. Who is chayv? The one that put it there. Why did he put it in a wall? You know, the guy is gonna take it apart. It's gonna fall out. He made it 3 tefachim deep. In order that it shouldn't come up when you plow the field. So that was, they made sure that it shouldn't damage anybody. It says if you make a fence with thorns, you're talking here, it's sticking out. It means divahakol. Divahakol means a filaman the poiter boy b'shusa. This is a different sugya that if boy b'shusa is chayv potter. So we're gonna get to that later. If it's sticking out a lot into the street, everybody agrees it's chayv. It's considered like boy b'shusa rabim. What's